Alors regardez qui est de retour. Le seul, l'unique.
I think I'm in first position.
We are Geodesys, which is my boat for to race the mini Trenza.
We made it. We're finally here, Douarnenez in France, and I'm aboard a Mini 6.5, and it's sick. Who have we got here?
Hello.
Hugo, the man. So Hugo did a bit of Sailing Virgins instruction back in the day, and now he's like, he was doing the Clipper around the world race, and yeah, now he's racing these tiny little rocket ships, so it's sick. We're gonna go sailing. So when we say mini, it's really mini. Lucia, Etta, and the Sailing Frenchman. Yeah. Almost ready to go. So, sailing straight out of the harbour, tacking our way out of the bay. Ready?
I've been sailing single-handed all summer. Kirokassis and I know each other. We have our things, our routine. You know, it's never easy to let other people in such a functional couple. But when Jack, my Australian skipper friend, told me he wanted to come and visit me, I could not take him for a sail on the Mini. Aside from being a great sailor and instructor, I love Jack's energy and passion for life in general, and sailing especially.
Ooh, why are you getting all this food out? Are you storing it in your pockets? Good job.
Surprise snacks.
How you doing, Jack?
Hey mate, how are you?
This is so good because
You guys don't know Jack yet. You'll know him retrospectively when I finally edit the footage from the DVI.
I'm waiting. I want to see the video of the best days of my life.
oh man,
That was so good, but it's still gonna be a while. Alright, let's go to the bay, no?
Yeah, it's something different.
Yeah, I've never anchored with these boats, so... But we have two yacht masters with us, so we're fine. And Lucia. Jack, what are we doing?
We are hiding inside the boat so the girls can take all their clothes off and go for a pee because there's no heads on this little boat.
How glamorous is cruising on a race boat, right?
So we're being very polite.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
And alright, you good to go?
So we've just hoisted the Spinnaker Max, the big one. Hugo's doing everything because this is a single-handed yacht, and Hugo is showing us
Wheelchair.
Hugo is showing us how to send it. Here we go. 10.5 knots, 11.5 knots. That's 12 knots there. And you can hear the hum starting to come into the rigging. 12.5 knots there. 13 knots. Keep in mind, we're in a 6.5 meter long boat. This boat weighs 950 kilograms. That's 21 feet for the Imperial. That's 12.5 knots. So they raced across the Atlantic Ocean in this boat about 2 weeks with one person on board. One person that takes 15-minute naps while they're sending it as fast as they can, full on race mode, on autopilot. Like, this is amazing. Yes!
Alright. Who wants to take the helm? Etta.
Okay.
So what you're looking for is now the
14.5.
easy. Etta got it. Yeah, 14.5, 15, 15.5, 16. Once you catch speed, you bear away a little to keep the acceleration going, but not too much so you don't slow down. There you go, and try to maintain course. You see the windmill in front of us? That's kind of your aim.
Good luck!
Good luck, mate.
Cheers, mate. All right, hopefully.
And 2 days later was the start of the Trophy Map, my last race of the season. I don't think I'm stressed before a race. I'd rather stay focused. I got lucky to have Jack and the girls as a short team, feeding me vegan/Croatian high-energy food and helping me to get the boat ready. I also feel sorry for you guys, because it made me realize that as the race start approaches, I get mentally into a zone, where I don't let much people in, and only relieved once I get out of the harbor, with Kyro Cassis, by ourselves.
Boat has a carbon mast, carbon boom, has dagger boards, a longer carbon bowsprit. This is from the prototype class. You can see as he jibed around there, just popping off the running backstay on the leeward side. I have to run running backstays, like split backstays, because of the square top mainsail. Otherwise, a centered backstay would foul up the top of the mainsail at the lead shed.
The race was really intense. We left under a squall in the Spinnaker. The downwind right there was really nice all the way. until Lake Lénan with a small Gennaker, and then back upwind during the night. I really tried to capitalize on my experience from the previous race for this last race of the season, trying to stay with the pack I was with, don't take too many options, too crazy. Like right there, you see the first boat is one of the prototypes. He kind of gets really offshore. I was interested by that option, but I was like, focus, stay with the guys you are racing with, try to cover them, and I'm really happy. I was just really matching speed there, and because of the weather we kind of catched up a little bit on the two boats that were in the lead there, and that's when the current started to change and we got stuck, everyone in the same place.
Right, it's my second day of this race. I thought I had forgot the camera, but actually I just found it. And right now, well, there's no more wind. There is 2 knots of current and 2 knots of wind, which means that we're just moving with the current. And we finish over there. It's really not that far, but based on current speed, we'll arrive in 3 days. Woo. And it's really hard to say who's in a good position now because the wind is all over the place. Everyone is drifting in the different directions, so we'll see. We'll keep pushing. In 2 hours, I'm 1 mile from the buoy. Whoop, whoop. There is a massive hunt of tuna. They're massive, they're like this big, jumping everywhere. Other than that, it's super light, it's so annoying. The guys over there are moving, I'm not moving. There's just been earlier little patch of breeze. I managed to tack into it, which was good. And now stuck again. But I see some wind over there, so maybe we gotta take us. At least it's pretty.
Those 3 or 4 hours, struggling in light air and current, engaged in attacking battle with my close competitors at the entrance of the bay, have been the turning point of that race for me. Of course, I got a bit of luck, but I also managed to read the fleet to cover my opponents, arbitrate between strategy and tactic, read the water to take advantage of the puffs of wind. So many things that were new to me at the beginning of the season, and that I worked hard to understand and integrate into my sailing skills. It's also a great reminder that offshore racing is about being consistent, and that you need to push yourself and the boat constantly. The ocean and the winds can be cruel to racers, but that time it looked like the elements would give me a chance.
Right, I'm not sure, but I think I'm in first position. Because I saw that there was, a little pack, 2 or 3 guys who were far away ahead. And I don't think so. I don't know how I made it. We were really close with a few, and I managed to pass through. It was kind of a current, and I managed to move through at 0.3 knot, but kept moving. And now the first one I see on AIS is like 2.5 miles away. So I'm not quite sure what's happening, but I might be in first position. But it's not over until it's over. There's still 5 miles to the line. Keep pushing. I just took a break to make a tea because it's really cold. Back on the helm now for the last few miles, and maybe I'm towards the front. So maybe a podium this time. All right, let's keep pushing.
Hide behind these people. Yeah. Bonsoir.
Well, now